to share her view over the topic that we bring up in this talk show. Well, what needs to be understood about the complexity of the interpersonal communication at workplace? Frictions, conflicts, sometimes also produced simply by this kind of misunderstanding of the ideal interpersonal communication.
Yes, it happens a lot, especially when you happen to be in a very big company with diversity of cultures and let alone gender, of course. People sometimes do not realize that they have spoken in a manner that might offend other people, and what they think is normal might be offensive to other people, and this again will be our this again will be the importance of having self-awareness, that despite our cultural background we need to learn other people about other culture from other people. Like for example, when certain words can also mean different, right? In our culture it can mean something normal, but then in another culture it can mean something that is offensive. Now things like that we need to have at least a little understanding, and we try to minimize that, at least by saying things in a proper way, in a proper manner and tone.
I see. Perfect attitude. That's what we expect, right? When we talk about becoming a good communicator. Do you have to be a perfect communicator in terms of having a very proper attitude or behavior? Or
I don't think.
It will make us look like a robot, no?
I don't agree with that, because nobody's perfect, and I'm happy to be imperfect.
So learning from the mistakes as well.
Yeah.
You are the English lecturer of Universitas Mercu Buana. Let's talk about the English of Indonesian people. I'm so much wondering and wants to know about the English issue Indonesian people have. Sometimes in the professional world, when we have to deal with a lot of foreign corporates, reputable CEOs from other countries, we sometimes end up in a failure, let's say, in terms of having a perfect communication in the business world, even though you say that nobody is perfect. How do you see, on average, Indonesian people English so far when it comes into the business and professional communications?
Honestly, or
please.
Although there has been a little bit increase of quality of our professionals in terms of English. I talk about those who graduated from Indonesian university and by Indonesian curriculum. Of course, I do not talk about those who have graduated from other countries or from universities outside Indonesia. Now, it is very sad to see the fact that I still see my students have poor background of English, because sometimes I see that many of them still feel like unfamiliar with English.
I see.
So how can I expect that? That's why I asked them to do presentation to check whether their English is okay or not. I do not expect something that is perfect, but at least I want them to have confidence. Now, the root of this was because the poor education, the curriculum, and so on. Although now I think nowadays our students have got English much more than in our time. But I have to say that the quality of the teachers are not very well maintained.
I see. What common difficulties are mostly found or encountered and faced by Indonesian professionals when we try talking about communicating in the business world by using English? Is it lies on their grammatical aspect, or the way they find the correct and proper diction, let's say? Share with us. You are as the English lecturer. I would like to know more, because it could be also useful to be the input for this English talk show program, let's say.
Yeah. Most of us still, most of our people still find difficulties when they have to write, like I said.
I see.
Let alone English.
even our own bahasa probably.
Yes.
Maybe for the next segment we should keep this for a while. I would like to ask you more as the English lecturer about how to become a good communicator, especially in using English after this one.
Okay.
Make sure you are still with us. We still have one more segment on Ebuzz talking about the importance of communication in professional world. We have reached our last segment talking about the importance of communication in professional world, and we're going to have another view from Ms. Theng. She's the English lecturer at Universitas Mercu Buana to conclude her view toward our topic. First of all, I'm very happy that my team